After the ball is over, after the skein is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 580. Today is Thursday, December 7th, 2023, as we are recording. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy. Hey Mom, for once you get to move a little bit that way.
Yay.
Because I moved the camera too far towards you.
I'm cranky and that makes me happy.
I mean, unfortunately I had to put a little bit more in the crack, but it's the only way.
Are you sure I can go over again?
I'm going to be uncomfortable anyway. My back's just angry for some reason.
We want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the Fun in the Woman Cave. If you're new, we're glad you found us. We hope you see something that you like and that you will return. And if you are returning, we're always glad to have you back. If you are new or returning and you are in the shadows, not official in any way, shape, or form, but would like to maybe take part in the alongs and things like that, then you need to do a couple of things. There's a little subscribe button on your right for subscription to the YouTube channel, so you can get notifications. You just tap the little bell and it will give you options if you get all of our notifications, or some of them, or none of them. And if you want to take part in the alongs and things like that, you need to go to our homepage, which is phnpodcast.freeforums.net, and it's in the little description below the video in case I gave you that wrong link. But it's there. And that will allow you,
all pertinent links are
below the video. And that will allow you to take part in the alongs and camaraderie and stuff like that. We have some really nice people in that group. It's a good group.
Yes, it is. Other links in there are to our Etsy shops. Mm-hmm. We also have a link to our Instagram
account.
Yeah, I was just trying to think if there's anything else. Not our we might have our personal, we might have our shop Instagram accounts, but I was talking about the PHN Instagram account.
And we have it to the Patreon, don't we? So they can join the
I'm pretty sure we do. I can't remember. But yeah, so all those links are in there. Easiest way to get a hold of me is through Instagram, because I do check rather often.
And if you want to contact me, there are multiple ways of doing it. You can contact me through PHN, although I'm not getting notifications as much as I should be. You can also just say, get on one of the threads and say, and my name, and say, hey, I sent you a PM or whatever. Or you can email me if you have my email. So I will get back to you. But I am having trouble with managing all the notifications for things I get from different places. I'm in the process of simplifying. It's part of my Lenten resolution, Advent resolutions this year, because it's overwhelming. Mm-hmm. So I'm not getting as many things into my inbox. Just tag me. I'll see it, or have someone tag me, and I'll see it. Okay. Okay. So we have tea. I can't believe it's already December. Mm-hmm. The tea I'm having. Well, do we have to do the alongs first? Yeah, tea.
No,
first.
we usually do tea first.
Yeah, tea first. In my Adagio double-walled mug with a lid. This is my Owl and Other Forest Creatures mug. This has the Rooibos Nutcracker. I wanted to make sure I still like this before I reordered it. I'm not sure I'm going to reorder this. I might reorder that one that I liked so much. That was a fandom blend.
Yeah, you usually did that as a latte.
Yeah. So this is, it's a Christmas blend. I just got notified that it was back in. So I was going to reorder it, but I think I'm going to order the other thing instead. But it's pretty good. That's what I have in here. What do you have?
So I have several things. I have my tea in here. I think I have Boulder Breakfast by Tea Spot in here.
Well, this is melding better now that it's cooling a little bit.
Did you stir it too?
A little bit.
Because that always helps. Speaking of stirring.
Oh, I'm going to go out of camera for just a second. I forgot to turn the fax on.
And the blue light?
The blue light. Thank you, Davina.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you, pumpkin.
Well, we already know I don't like rooibos, but here, Try this. This has notes of chocolate to it.
Is it smoky?
No, actually.
What is it?
It's Boulder Breakfast by Tea Spot.
Oh, okay.
It has chocolate and black tea.
It smells almost like a chocolate cordial.
I don't think I've ever had a chocolate cordial.
Chocolate covered cherry.
A what?
Chocolate covered cherry.
Oh, cherry. No cherry in there.
Not sure how I feel about that.
There is no notes of chocolate, though.
It's almost watery.
That's not watery.
I think it is. Maybe it's because this is pretty strong now that I've let it sit.
This is chocolate. That's the main thing I'm tasting here.
I didn't taste chocolate.
Huh. That's odd. But I have
At a later date, I'll taste that again.
Yeah. I have here also, because my mast cells have been angry, so vitamin C.
Oh, is it just plain vitamin C?
It's one of my ones that I gave you that's emergency that I can drink. This is the strawberry flavor.
Right. What one did you give me? Cherry or berry or
Same one. You haven't tried it yet. Go ahead. I'm not actually sick this mast cell.
Well, it's late anyway.
Yeah, it's true. You already have my tea. That was my reaction the first time I had it years ago. This flavor's one of the better
When
ones.
I want rooibos over something, that's bad.
You like rooibos normally.
Oh, that's awful. That's disgusting.
I mean, you're drinking a vitamin, so.
I eat my vitamins. It doesn't taste like that.
You see, they dissolve on me, and I find them disgusting. And I can't stand the gritty ones. They're gross. I don't think that's that bad. It's sweet.
No, it's awful. Maybe if it was orange.
They have orange. I don't like what I remember the orange, I really don't like it. They also have tangerine. I think that's a newer flavor.
I tend to prefer the citrus.
You do. So maybe at some point I'll see if they have a small pack of the tangerine.
I'm going to give you the other one back because I'm not drinking that.
And then here is my oats overnight.
Oh, but don't let me forget to make that because I barely have enough time for tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess I could do my protein drink tonight and just do tomorrow. But that fills you up.
It does fill you up. This is really good. Maybe you need to get a schedule where you make at night the next nights.
But it'll be too long.
There is no too long. I've had points where I've forgotten it. I've done it 2 days later.
Okay.
And actually, it's nice and even thicker then.
Will I be able to still drink it out of the thing?
Oh, yeah. I mean, sometimes toward the end I have to spoon it. But it depends on which one it is. If I have the, I think it's salted chocolate or something like that.
Salted chocolate?
It's actually really good. That one is thinner. So I think like something like cinnamon bun, which is thinner. I have some cinnamon bun I can give you because it was not my flavor profile.
I enjoyed the banana bread. That was really good.
I have some more banana bread to pass on to you.
I'm going to do the pumpkin for tomorrow.
I have a blueberry muffin one that wasn't my flavor profile. I'll hand that one to you as well. I thought I had all mine, but I'll go and grab a couple of flavors I don't like. Not because they're bad. They get their flavors spot on. I'm not always fond of blueberry, and I'm not a banana person.
I love bananas.
I have strawberry banana for you too. I picked up specifically for you.
Strawberry banana is one of my favorites. We used to go to Orange Julius. Davina was in kindergarten, and I would take Talia like at least once a week. And when Davina was out of school, something we'd go also once a week. So maybe like once or twice a week, we'd go to the mall that was within walking distance, and we would go and get a Julius. I would always get strawberry banana.
Here, chocolate peanut butter cookie dough.
That's a dessert.
Isn't that good?
Makes up for the
Makes up for the other?
Yeah.
Okay. Their flavors are amazing.
What is it? Overnight oats from by who?
Oatsovernight.com. So, and they have gluten-free, dairy-free, quite a bit of it. So
that's what
and protein and.
Yep.
It's great.
Okay. Moving on.
Yes.
We did our teas. We have our podcast. We have our alongs that are going on. We're in the last 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Last 2.5, 3 weeks. Today is the 7th.
Probably close to 2.5, 3, yeah.
Because today's the 7th, so
yeah,
a little over 3 weeks before we have to, usher in the new year. So the alongs that are coming up are the Anything Goes make along and the Ready Set Go make along. So those are coming up in January. I keep saying there's another one, but I don't remember what it is.
I don't remember either.
Well, if there is another one, I'll find it and we'll put it into the threads. The alongs that we're currently doing, the toy along, which all the toys are cute. I do look at them. I usually just kind of hit the like button because I'm really trying to be better about being on the alongs, but I don't always get a chance to write something because then I can't see everything.
Yeah, I usually see people's things when I'm picking the pictures for the beginning of the podcast.
But I love seeing all the stuff. I mean, the eyes. I love seeing the animals look at you that come in. And I'm really Jody, I think it was, is starting to do Luminate toys and stuff like that. So I'm interested in seeing who she went ahead and found. I did give her Mom Cook stuff, so maybe she found it from there.
Right.
And Jody, I did receive your private message on PHN. I will get back to you as soon as I can. I want to tell her because, like I said, I don't always get my notifications. I don't want her to think I'm ignoring her. All right. The toy along, we have the same featured yarns and featured patterns as we always have. My stuff, Taya's stuff, and Laura Concert stuff just fits the parameters of the along, which means it's a toy stuff. And also Mom Cooks toys and Chronically Crocheting's toys.
Bakery Bears.
And Bakery Bears toys. So those are the featured yarns and featured patterns. If they have featured yarns or featured patterns, you can use those as long as they reflect the theme and the multiple postings. The rules are in the thread. Okay. The hashtag is hashtag PHN 2023, I think. Oh, hashtag PHN Toy 2023 on Instagram. There was something I was going to say, and I don't remember what it was, but if you have any questions, because I missed something, you can just contact us.
I suddenly regretted the fact that I didn't grab one of my toys to work on.
Oh, yeah, it would be fun. But you want to stay warm.
I did, and that's why I chose this.
I thought I would work on toys, but no.
Well, the thing is, I have been working on toys. I just had to take a break for Christmas knitting.
Yeah, I started a new toy. I actually started my platypus, and I was going to do the turtles, and I was like, eh.
Because I did the donuts, that was a scheduled crochet. And then I was like, okay, great, I can work on whatever now. And then I remembered on Thanksgiving? No, it was on Grandma's birthday.
Yeah.
I just fixed the date that I have on my,
yeah, because Thanksgiving,
Lovecrafts.
you'd still be working.
What?
For Daddy's thing?
Yeah, we've already started it, yeah. So I started the day after Grandma had her meal for her birthday. So that means that I had another project that I had to...
Yeah, and for me, I had a couple projects that were time sensitive, the wedding present and stuff like that. So it was like,
Well, I also went through a period of time where I was really doing a lot of journaling. I had to put it aside to work on the sock.
Yeah.
But now I can focus on that a little bit more again.
Okay, so that's the toy along. And then we have the Out with the Old, Cal Cal Lao. This is one where we, try to finish all the things. If you end up not finishing it, then we always have Ready, Set, Go if you want to clear those needles. And we'll talk about that when Ready, Set, Go comes along. But the featured yarns and featured patterns are the same.
What was the one that Patty suggested? Did you already mention it?
That's this one.
Oh, it's this one. Okay.
It's this one. So she suggested this a couple of years ago.
I think I got confused because the first year she mentioned in January, so it ended up being
we ended up having it in January with the Ready, Set, Go.
Yeah, because
we had it two times that year. But now this is always at the end of the year, and it's when we finish all the projects. And the featured yarns and featured patterns are Lady Fernico Creations, Franciscan Gypsy Designs, and Laura Concert is Lollipop Girl.
Well, Lollipop Girl at least is her yarn. I'm not sure what her patterns are.
Yeah, I know she told me. I just drew a blank. But so that's just finishing all the things, and it has to be knit for these things: knit, loom, knit, crocheted, woven, or paper crafts. Okay, and it has to reflect the theme. And as for out with the old. So okay, because my brain is going really fast right now. Let me see here. Hashtag PHN Out with the Old 2023 on Instagram. And then the last one is our year-long, which is the make-along, the movie night make-along. And the theme is cinema, movie theater, okay? Whether it's drive-in or the kind that you go and you sit down in seats and, you know, with your popcorn and stuff like that. Or something like the Alamo, which is, I don't know how common that kind of theater is, but it's kind of like a dinner theater, but for movie. And so, you know, that kind of thing where it's released to an actual place where you have an actual experience and you go out and do it. And same feature patterns and yarns, my stuff, Taya's stuff, and Laura's stuff, and the same types of projects. Runs to the end of the year, midnight, Eastern Standard Time. Don't bet on the fact that we might close it a little later. We probably will, but don't bet on that. We don't want you to lose your chances.
Yeah.
Okay? All the stuff is in the thread. The hashtag is hashtag PHN Movie Night 2023 on Instagram. The new one, I think I said what was coming up already, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. All right, so that takes care of that.
And you have more than me, so you have twice.
Twice.
You have 3, don't you? Oh, that's what I meant. Twice once. That's what I meant to say. I apologize. Yeah, twice once.
Let me have a drink first. Yeah, this mellows out pretty nicely. I don't know if I want to get more of it, though.
Well, this one you might find the taste is stronger. I almost said the face is.
I don't know. I taste the chocolate a little bit now. I'm not sure how. Maybe because this is so much stronger.
See, I don't think this is weak. I mean, maybe I could stand to make it a smidge stronger.
I'm not sure what it is. I think this is a very strong profile with a
Rooibos.
Rooibos in it. Is that with bergamot in it? No, that's Earl Grey that has bergamot.
Yeah,
right?
This doesn't have bergamot. You'd be able to.
No, this may.
Oh no, I've only seen black tea with bergamot in it.
Yeah, I think doesn't have to be an Earl Grey to have bergamot.
Usually an Earl Grey. Usually if it has bergamot, it seems to be an Earl Grey.
Yeah.
Or a Lady Grey, or one of those.
One of the Greys. Yeah. The Grey family.
Yeah.
You know, Earls and then that one, what's it called? Duke of
something. It's not a Grey, but he's in that family.
He's a distant cousin.
Yeah, he's in that family.
All right, let me see here. My first one, the first time you saw it, I think was last week, the first time I started working on it again. And it's my Welcome Little One project. This is from the On the Porch Blanket knitting pattern from 410. My tension's a little wonky on this one. It may end up going to the pregnancy center, not because I want to give them stuff that isn't good. It is good. It's just not maybe for a gift. Let me see here. So you can see here, I made a little bit of progress. I think I did maybe 3 or 4 rows.
Oh, that's nice.
There was a cute little girl at the dentist yesterday. She was staring at me. The lady was like, "Do you see what she's doing?" And I said, "Do you want to look at that?" And she's like 5, 6. Her little sister was very her bigger sister was really all protected because the 5-year-old was her first time at the dentist.
Oh.
And so she was talking to the lady came out, you know, the hygienist came out to talk to the 2 girls, and talk about your sister telling her how what a fun time was, and the older one piped up and said, "And we think it's a good idea that I should go in. She should come in with me and see what happens." It was so cute, and the hygienist, yeah, that's a good idea. We'll do that. But they were really cute.
How old was the older sister? Would you say
7? She was, it was 5 and 7.
That's adorable.
It was really
so about
cute.
the age difference me and I were.
Yeah, about. You know, because we don't know if they're 18 months, 20 months apart, 24, but you know, they were cute.
It's basically the same.
They're 20 minutes apart, and that's the end of that story. Anyway, moving on. We have. When is your birthday?
1987. Davina's 1985.
When is your birthday?
Davina's 1985. I'm 1987.
Birth
2
month.
years.
Birth month. Not.
Mom.
No.
No one cares.
You're right. That's 20 months.
No one. Unless you're dealing with babies,
you must.
No one. Okay, if you walk up to someone, they're not going to say, "I am 20 months older than my friend." No, they're going to say, "I'm 2 years older than my friend."
Because they're lazy.
It's called rounding up.
No, but that's not the truth. Okay.
This is basically like
5.
Everyone rounds up.
5 is. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so this one I worked on at the doctor's office and I worked at the dentist's office. I keep splitting my stitches.
I hate when that happens. Usually happens more with thicker yarn.
Yeah, well, this is a bulky.
Oh, you're at the end too. That's why.
I ended up having to kind of look at it and fudge a bit because I split a stitch. I'm like, wait a minute, is this a split? Is this an extra stitch? Did I not do a stitch, or what?
I've had that before. Usually it's when I'm not looking while I'm knitting.
Yeah, well, I was talking and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, it's fine, I'll fix it. So, yeah, it's moving along. Like I said, I did about maybe 3, 4, 5 rows over the past 2 days for this, and I still have quite a few rows to go because each row, I mean, each thing that I'm doing is like 8 rows. Each whatever you call direction or whatever is 8 rows.
Well, each
Here, you see, you have this and you have this all the way across.
Each repeat?
I don't know. I guess it's an 8-row repeat. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, if you have 8 rows and then you repeat that again, that's an 8-row repeat.
Okay, well so an 8-row repeat.
Because Dan used to say, either Dan or Kay used to say they liked like 3-row repeat. That was kind of like a sweet area because, and that's for stitches or it could be for rows because it's kind of easy to get into the flow for that.
Right. But it's not too bad because one is just doing, it's not a hard thing to remember.
You're just adding a purl row, that's all.
Yeah, I can see by the markers when I'm supposed to do what I'm supposed to do. I don't necessarily have to even look at it, except I need to know how many, if I want to do the right amount for the yarn, I need to know how many rows I'm doing.
Right.
So, and how many repeats. So I'm about halfway through this. I could have been finished with this ages ago if I just did it, but obligation knitting came up, and obligation crocheting and crafting and stuff, and then fatigue and other things. But yeah, all right. I guess it's still my turn. So let me just.
Yeah, because you have one more.
Let me just get to a point where I can put the little protectors on, because unlike crochet, if I lose stitches on this, it's going to be Talia who fixes it, not me. Talia,
Got it.
Oh, there it is. I love these things.
Oh, they're amazing.
They work really well. I wish that they had them slightly longer so you could just put one end, just a little longer, like about here.
Well, you'd need it a little wider too.
Not if they don't touch each other, because you're doing it this
Well,
way.
I think I'm thinking of the thicker needles. Oh, I see what you're saying.
So anyway, let me get my other one out. This is a really nice bag. Like I said, the only thing I wish that this bag did that it doesn't, and I would actually pay extra for it, is have a zipper. Because I'm always afraid I'm going to lose the stuff in the bag. If it falls sideways or something, it's all got to come tumbling out, and I'll lose my whatever. So, but other than that, it's a really, really nicely made bag. Soft. And I got this from Knitter's Magic, which is our local yarn shop. Local being Winchester, which is about 30 minutes down the road. But, okay. And the next one is also, no, it's not. I got ahead of myself. It's in my PHN 10-year anniversary bag, and I stopped working on this because this yarn being what it is, I tried to think back on something. Not that I couldn't do it, but it grabbed, and it wouldn't let me go any further. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do about this. What happened was, where my hook went, but I think I marked it. I marked it.
Isn't that where this is?
There's a point on here. I think it's right here. Yeah, you can see I didn't make the full stitch here, and I can't get this.
Well, let me see if I can help you. Maybe you just need another pair of hands.
That's what I see. Okay.
There you go.
But that's not. I have to go all the way back.
That's fine.
And
I can see exactly where it's catching.
I did, and what this is the color. This is the ice yarn, and it's purples and pinks, and I kind of would like to maybe have this not have a problem, so I can give it to one of the people who are pregnant at the church.
You see, I've had to take part worse than this. Alpaca does this.
Let me mark where this thing is.
Because it's supposed to be right here. It looks like it's a...
See, I made... What happened was, it's where I added the yarn. I didn't do the extra stitch. So it's right here.
Okay. Do you want to show it before I continue pulling back?
Yeah, let me show.
Because this is actually easy to pull back.
See? Well, it was easy up to that point. So this is
what happened was you had some of it get tangled with itself. It basically behaves like alpaca.
Yeah, and I tried. I would try very patiently, and then I had to do things. You came back or whatever happened. I forget. I think it was at your doctor's appointment that I think that's where it was that I happened.
I thought you said it happened before that. Because you were reading at my doctor's appointment, weren't you?
Yeah, because I got stuck.
Oh, okay.
I had done the white blanket, and then I took this one out, or I took that one out. Yeah, I think that's how it worked.
Okay, see, there we go. what happens is it gets these little small bits of yarn that attach from the previous stitch.
Yeah, it gets stuck, and it's just
Yeah.
I couldn't see how to get it unstuck. Why don't you show your thing, and then when you're
Okay,
done, you
this
can...
one actually got knotted.
Oh, did it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is probably attached to the ball, so hold on. Oh, is this where you added the yarn?
No, I added the yarn
Okay,
where the stitch marker is.
Let me pull, because otherwise I'm going to make it worse. Hold on. Okay, I'll figure this out in a second. It looks knotted, but it doesn't quite make sense based off of what you're doing here. But I'll take a look at it in a second.
Yeah, do your project.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Practice with alpaca. I'm not. Don't just pull. You're gonna make it worse.
No.
You really have to look closely at it.
I can't see this.
Yeah, I'll finish looking at it. I have to look over my glasses to do it.
Yeah.
So, I only started working on this again during the podcast. So this is my Log Cabin Love. It's normally supposed to be a baby blanket, and it's by 10 Hours or Less, our very own George.
Mm-hmm.
I decided I wanted it as a lap blanket in my chair. So I have several colors that make it longer than the original lap blanket plan because I wanted to get through all of my certain colors. But, yeah. It's nice to be able to work on this again. This is a nice, intuitive pattern. I don't have to look at it too closely when I'm doing the chart.
Cool.
So.
All right, my last one is in my, it is my bag. I think it's by the same bag maker. Oh, right, it is my bag. Because it's the same kind of...
I wonder if that's her main bag maker she carries.
I think it is. I think it's the only bag maker she carries. Because, you know, they seem to be basically the same type of stuff.
They're very nice.
They are. This is how far I've gotten. I've got this much yarn left, so I'm not quite sure exactly when I'm going to finish with this particular wedge. My hands were starting to bother me a little bit, so that's when I picked up the knitting again. And Jody's got me wanting to look into doing the loom knitting again.
You need to just try your knitting machine.
Yes, I have to sit down and do that because Stephanie gave that to me, and I haven't had a chance to look at it yet.
And also, that should be something you should be able to do when your hands are hurting.
Yeah, yeah. Because it was a very generous gift from Stephanie. I fully intend to use it. I just have to sit down and do it.
You have to look at the instructions or whatever.
Yep. Yep. Can I just put it to my forehead or put it on my pillow or something and do it that way?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. Didn't work in school. I have friends that can attest to that. I never quite wanted to test that theory. Just studied. But yeah, this is moving along. I want to see if maybe a couple more rows. I don't think I'll be able to get more than a couple more rows out of this because I'm starting to get kind of large. And I'll give Talia whatever the leftover is she wants to put in her blanket or whatever.
That works.
I know I have a blanket as well, but I'm doing something with that. So.
Well, you have yours a little bit more themed, don't you?
I think so. I have to think of which one I was thinking about putting it in.
It would have probably been the Log Cabin, which is your non-themed one.
I have...
I mean, your little one, the one that we're doing together, the knit one.
Right.
I almost grabbed that one.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted something warmer on my lap, and that one's not quite as far along. And I think I had to pick up stitches for that one, where I'm at.
I can't go completely crazy on something like that. It's just not in me, but I am trying to just let go a little bit more.
Well, that one you could almost think of as like a granny square.
Well, it's kind of, I think of it more like a
not granny square. I mean, yeah, that's what I meant. I meant to say that, and it came out granny square.
But this is the Anastasia Sattel scrap shawl pattern. I've done like a gazillion of these.
She never makes them truly scrap.
I mean, I've done some pretty close.
Okay, Mom, is this as far back as you want to be pulled back, or do you want it to go...
Let me just...
There we go.
Was my marker there?
Yeah, your marker was here.
Okay.
And I'll let you look at the stitch, but I took out the yarn that you added.
Okay, where is the end of it? Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm marking the last stitch that you finished.
Okay, thanks. I'll restart that in a second. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Because I was afraid that,
No, it basically behaved like alpaca.
It does. I don't like working with fuzzy
But
yarn.
this is better than what you're describing from... Now, who knows? Maybe Unforgivable is the same way. But
Unforgivable is awful.
This is better than the fun fur that I did for Davina's
That was awful.
hat.
That was
because
awful.
that you can't see. This you can see.
Yeah.
this is like alpaca, and I knit a full sweater out of alpaca fairly recently, so.
Yeah, alpaca, I like the way it feels, but I don't necessarily I don't like working with fuzzy yarn because the halo has a tendency to stick to itself, and then it's really hard to tink back. And I don't mind it as much with crochet, but with knitting, I don't have the tool set to do the fixing if I have to. So, I don't want
Although
this.
you get frustrated when you can't pull it back like that one. Did you just try to add that to my?
Yeah, I didn't try to. It decided it wasn't getting enough attention, and it just kind of snuck in there.
Okay.
All right, so that's that. I mean, I don't really have much to show.
I don't have anything else except I do have an FO.
Okay, let me just put this here.
So let me bring that up. And I'm sure because of the way I've been talking, you can guess what the FO is. I still have to weave in the ends. But I did finish Dad's Christmas socks, which means I need to start our priest's Christmas rosaries, which that should go by quite fast.
Right.
So, and this is in that Chicken Lady
Fiber Arts.
Yeah. And this is one of her Oopsie. I think she said it was Oopsie number 2.
We traded for that.
Yes.
I forget what I got for that, but
it was some Marigold Gin. No, Dragonfly Fibers. It was
right. It was
something you already had, but in
a different weight.
Yeah,
something.
Yeah, something like that. So there we go. His socks are done. Just need to weave in the ends. So yeah, I'm glad that I remembered it when I did, because otherwise he would not have had Christmas socks.
Yeah, I am going to take this stitch back the half bit, so I can do that with the.
Well, once you do that, we have to go on to your shop stuff, and then all the stash enhancements. You have a ton more stash enhancements than me.
Okay, let me just. All right, I'll do this afterward. Stash enhancements. Christina, I meant to write you like 3,000 times. We got a little bit of stash enhancements from Christina.
Well, you want to do shop stuff first.
Okay.
Because that's shorter than all the stash enhancements.
All right.
Because usually we do save stash enhancements for last.
Okay. I finally got the yarn labeled. This one's already taken. I have to just list it. This is Pennies from Heaven. It's worsted. I just have to list it. I already spoke to the person about it, so I'm really happy that person wants it. Then these are the Memento Mori. This is the reskein Memento Mori. And they are, these are fingering sock, wool and nylon, and it's 462 yards. I don't know if you remember what it looked like before I reskeined them, but this is what it looks like. They would make a really pretty sock or hat or something. Vaguely Halloweeny, but not really. That's not what it was meant to be. It can be used all year round. It's a little bit autumnal, I guess, but we're still in autumn.
Yeah, we are.
Still in autumn.
Barely.
Barely. I think autumn comes just a couple days before Christmas, usually. Okay, so these will be going in the shop.
I think most people kind of assume it's winter sooner than it actually is.
Yeah, because it's cold. This is a skein of my DK weight in a sparkle base. It came without packages. You can't see the sparkle. There, you can see the sparkle now. So this is a DK weight, and I'm not sure that my supplier carries this anymore because I went to look up some information on it. Oh no, it carries this. What it doesn't carry is my half ones, like the 50 grams.
Oh.
I don't know if they're just not, they don't have it right now or what, but it wasn't there.
Huh.
So I couldn't find the information. Thankfully, this is what the things I'm going to show you right now are going out as a gift. And I can tell the person, hey, I measured it. It's a DK weight. I'm not sure the exact yardage, but it's 50 grams.
Right.
So I'll show you that in a second. This is a friend of mine, and I don't think she watches the podcast, but I will show you the yarn. What I did was, this is 4 minis. Well, not minis. They're 4 half skeins. So you've got, it came without packages. And you have what, a maroon, goldenrod, and evergreen. So it's basically, it came without packages and the colors exploded. So that's going to her. I'm going to send it out after the podcast if I have a chance to wrap it up. So she can get it. She doesn't know it's coming, which makes me kind of happy. I like to surprise people.
Price is different.
Huh?
The price is different.
Price is fun, yep. So I'm going to I have this all pretty in here, and now it's just kind of discombobulated, but I'll fix it later. Okay, so it takes care of my shop news. I'm going to hopefully do some more yarn dyeing as things slow down. One of our appointments got changed, so I have a day. The problem is that I have to start doing Christmas baking. So, yeah, hopefully. It seems like for whatever reason I missed my milestones this time for the yarn. It's just life got in the way. I do apologize for people who have been waiting for me to update my shop. It's just that it's been really a bad year for me to update. It's just been one thing or another. I'm not sure why, just the way it was. That takes care of shop.
Okay, so now it's Stash Enhancements.
Oh no, we have journal.
Oh, okay. I don't have anything to show.
I do. I have. It's not strictly speaking journal. It's actually more card making, and this is for a little boy who lives in our area, and one of our friends on the podcast knows this person and asked that we could send this person cards because they like their special needs and they like to get cards in the mail Christmas time. So this is what I kind of. It's very simple. Got the Santa with the little stocking full of stuff, and then the inside it's got the little snowman and the Merry Christmas, and in the back looks like this.
And it's cute.
And then I made a card for the person that, and this is going to go out in tomorrow's mail. This is the one that's going out with my friend's package. I actually made these when I was talking to Ty, so they're not very complex because I couldn't focus as much. But the front of it looks like that, and I just added the little poinsettia, and then Ty started to fade out. I added the bell and I had the ribbon. I added the ribbon to the bell,
which looks very nice.
So that's and then on the front of hers. The front is that.
That's adorable.
So that's going to her. And I can't close this yet because I have to write something in it before I send it.
Right.
So that's going out as soon as I can. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe Saturday. I need to start getting the Christmas cards out as well. So that takes care of my staff enhancements and my journal stuff.
So, sorry.
Do you want to do the one from Christina first?
Yeah, hey, do you have tissues? I ran out.
No, I don't have tissues.
Thankfully, there's now space. I'll hold your tea.
Now, the cards that you saw that I made, Talia picked up the blank cards and envelopes for me.
Yeah.
Those were Stash Enhancements.
And I have some too.
I have white and I have brown.
I chose just to have white.
Okay.
Christina's.
But where is it? I just had it. Oh, here it is. Christina, as I said, I meant to let you know that I got this, to write you a thank you note. I've had a lot of influx of emails. I hope to do this in the next day or two, hopefully today. But if you do see this, thank you very much from the bottom of our heart, your
Generosity.
Generosity is always very much appreciated. I don't want to show you the package itself because it's got her address on it as well as mine. She sent us a nice little card, which I just show you the front.
Very cute.
Because the message is personal. And then she sent these 2 skeins of yarn for prizes. Ooh, this is nice. Heritage Prints, 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon. I think this is a sock yarn. Looks like a sock yarn. Where's the yardage on this? Usually it has yardage on. Ty, wake up.
I'm awake.
437 yards. So yes, this is sock yarn. So make a nice pair of socks maybe, or start of a shawl or something. And this one is Heritage. Oh, this is Saki's. Oh, this is pretty though. Look at the color on that. For those of you like green and purple. And this one is 438 yards as well. So these are 2 prizes. That Christina, who keeps us in prizes. Thank you very much, Christina.
Thank you very much.
These will go for one of the upcoming alongs, maybe at the end of the year, maybe at the beginning of the year. We are very, very much appreciative of her generosity. She's very sweet. Okay, so I take care of that. Talia?
Okay, so I don't have very many stash enhancements, so I'll just show mine. First one, I was hoping to get these started, but I was literally kitchening the socks while Mom was picking our teeth for the podcast. But Mom did get around to dyeing up her Christmas socks in chroma, because that's what it was originally in. It was a chroma.
They got me for Christmas last year the chroma base.
Mm-hmm. Because I've never knit the not just boring boot socks pattern in the yarn that's required, which is chroma. So it's superwash merino nylon mold. So yeah, I mean, this will be.
And that yarn was an experience to dye. It didn't want to. It didn't want to absorb the liquid. I had to push it down. It kept floating up. I don't know if it had a lot of lanolin in it, or if it just refused to get saturated.
Then this, I like Alice's stuff because not only does she send you something.
Whose stuff?
Alice. I've ordered one
Alice.
other time from her. My other.
I thought that was what you said. And who's Alice?
She does she has all these nice stickers.
Mm-hmm.
When she sends whatever you order. I haven't actually seen what the stickers are in this one. I've only ordered from her one other time. Oh, look, some nice book ones.
Oh, you like that?
So already something I can use. Oh, some pretty plants in bottles.
That's nice. You can always use that.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, an art kit. Definitely can use that.
Yeah.
Oh, one other thing in here.
Is she Etsy?
Yeah, she's Etsy.
I have to look her up.
She doesn't have a ton of stuff. Oh, I've always wanted these remind me.
Stamps?
Oh, I guess they are stamps. I was thinking it was those clampy things. Yeah, no, it's
Oh,
the
yeah,
clampy
one's a
things.
clamp. Oh, they're both clamps. Yeah, okay.
The other thing I've always wanted is the push pins.
Yeah. Yeah, those are cute.
But yes, oh, this is nice. So those are the extras. That's what I didn't order. So what I did order, she wrote a little thank you
Oh, she has nice
thing
handwriting.
on the. Yeah, she does have a nice handwriting actually. So what she actually sent, making sure I showed the right thing that she actually sent, was inside the hobbit holes. The last one was Gandalf.
Okay. Oh, she's okay.
I wanted to actually show you. There we go. I wanted to open one of them at least. So you have inside
Oh, nice.
the green door. So yeah, you can't see it very well because it's small and it's washi tape, but it gives you a view as if you're Bilbo looking out, or Bilbo looking around his cozy little hobbit hole. So 2 of those to go along my Gandalfs. Then my Christmas ones. Yours shipped.
Okay.
One says, all I want for Christmas is to read my TBR in peace. And then all booked for Christmas.
TBR, to be read?
To be read, yeah. And this is where I fell asleep. So, one of my books, I'm going to have to do this because I don't know how many times I've crashed.
Now, I'm not sure how much of this I may have already shown you in my stuff, because I don't think I put all my jewel stuff away last time I got it because I didn't have time.
Right.
Okay. Taya got this for me.
And that one is new.
It's cute. It's Eeyore.
And that one's not her Christmas one. That's just her,
It's
here's an
Eeyore.
Eeyore.
But it's Eeyore.
This is her just, here's an Eeyore, because you deserve an Eeyore.
It's looking over his shoulder. It says, it never hurts to keep looking for the sunshine.
And he's sparkly.
And he's sparkly. He's Eeyore. I
There
love
you go.
Eeyore. I love Eeyore. He's so cute. And then there's all these random stickers in here. I wanted to make sure she knew what was in here. Before.
Oh yeah, I gave it to you on purpose.
Okay. Here's one that says Santa Baby. Oh wait a minute. What's this? Oh, this is the design place. Okay. And a card. It's KCD Design. Custom stickers, decals, clothing, and more. Okay, so that's cool enough. All right, in here, Santa Baby. I think that's the only one in here.
It might be.
It looks like there's something else. But
No, there is. Hang on.
I've got a cut on the tip of my finger. I can't open things like I want to because, you know, stupid little cut.
So you
Oh,
Santa
wow.
baby, and you have Be Joyful.
Joyful.
You can really get a lot of use out of Be Joyful. Or not a lot. I mean, there's only one.
Wherever I put it, yeah. So, yeah, these are going to be useful.
Mhm.
That's really nice, and I appreciate Talia getting that for me. It was thank you. You know, just which I think is always kind of classy that if people
Yes.
can afford to do that, that's nice. Let me just put this back in here so it doesn't get smushed. Let's see here. I don't think I have as much stuff to show you as I thought I did because, like I said,
Yeah, most of that's tea you showed last time, right?
I don't know, I have to check and see.
Because you had a lot of tea that you showed last time.
Yeah, I
That looks
did.
like your tea box.
Yeah, it looks like yeah, because I had, but then why wouldn't I've already?
I think you just didn't get it up and put it away.
I know I made another order. I know I made another order.
Did you order orders?
I don't know. Let me see. I showed the stencils. I showed that. I showed that. I showed that.
Because that doesn't make sense if you have your stencils
Did
on.
I show my mug, my Christmas mug and everything?
Maybe you didn't show the Christmas one. I can't remember.
All right, I'll show that because I don't know if I showed
Because everything else was like refill teas.
No, I have my new blend. I have spotted malt chocolate and all that. This is my Christmas mug.
Well, Spotted Mine Chocolate's not a new blend.
No, but it's. I had that one new. Oh, yeah, I did show my new blend. My Comfort and Joy.
Okay.
But I can take this.
You got tape there. That's hang on.
I
Hang on.
couldn't see it. Yeah.
You just pulling is not going to do anything. There you
Yeah, I can't remember what I showed and what I didn't. 'Cause I
go.
felt.
You definitely didn't show the mug.
Well, then I didn't show what came with it, and that's a lot of tea.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't need 11.
I don't need to show all the tea.
Yeah,
a lot of it. A lot of it.
just like I don't bother to show if I had just get refills.
That's prettier than I thought it was.
It's quite pretty.
I didn't intend to do this, but I had a big enough order, and then I felt
And
guilty.
you got it for free.
Yeah, I felt guilty because look, they put a different kind of
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, the handle's still not nice, but
But the handle's not important.
well, yeah, it is if it breaks. That's what breaks.
Yeah, but still, you can. It's still like if you had to pull it out by the edges, it will hold together better.
But you can't pull out by the edges. You have to pull out like this. That would be hot. But that it's a really nice one for at least for the time.
But I
being.
don't think it'll break the same way because the problem is with the other one, it wasn't just where it was at. It was the fact that the other thing was so flexible that I think that's part of why it would break
Maybe
off.
I don't know. I will get another one of these. That like the one I used for this one. I usually end up switching these out because they're not real strong. But this one looks stronger than the others. And the basket is stronger.
Yes, whereas the other basket would. The other basket was too malleable, and that probably contributed to it breaking.
And here's the lid. Another red lid, another red leaf lid, like this one here. Because you can get a blue, a green, a gold.
I've gotten
red.
replacement lids before.
I have two. I broke one of them. I don't know if it was this one I broke, but so
I
that
broke one.
I think I showed you most of this other stuff already. I just want to show you the one new blend in case I didn't show you that. I know I showed you all that stuff. From the Lux Santa blend and all that. This is the one I wanted to show you, which is my new blend. And that's Comfort and Joy. I forget what I put in here, actually.
And if you didn't put it on there, because you didn't have me help you with the label, because usually I put it on there for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to check and see what I put in here. Well, see, it's not even up yet. It's
So maybe
it's in the process of being tested.
Well, maybe it's something that if you decide that you like, you can have me update your lid.
Yeah, I did take the picture on retreat. I like the picture. I've used it on a few things, but yeah, if there are other things that I missed, it can't be that important. It's just more tea, and I know I showed you my book and all that kind of stuff. I showed you these stickers and everything. So
yeah, you had stamps that you showed last time.
Yeah, so I think that's it.
I think what you did was you piled stuff on top of the box.
Yeah,
to save space.
To save space, because I didn't want to open things up until I showed, and then I forgot what I had. I'm pretty sure.
Well, some of those things are definitely older.
Yeah. So that's all I need to show. That's good enough. We don't want to overwhelm you with lots of that.
No, and I think that after we wrap up, we just should do a quick update because of my post on Instagram.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But we want to let out the people who don't want to talk medical.
Yeah. Okay. So we will thank the people who commented on YouTube and or PHN. Taya liked everything there. I think I liked everything there. I didn't respond yet, but we saw them. Thank you for commenting.
Yeah, I think I got all the comments for.
We do appreciate all the comments, honestly, and we do try to answer those, at least some of them.
Yeah.
As time allows, so please do continue writing on there, because we like to read and hear what you have to say. But now we're going to talk a little bit about life stuff. So if you don't want to hear that, 'cause sometimes it can be a little medical heavy, and if you don't want to hear that for whatever reason, we understand.
Yeah, because not medical. Some people get medical anxiety. It's just not quite.
It's not their thing.
It's not their thing.
It's not their thing. I get that. I don't like to listen sometimes, either, especially if it gets into nitty gritty kind of stuff. But this isn't going to be nitty gritty. It's just. But we want to give you the chance to.
No one cares to the level that I do about the nitty gritty. That's why I like going to doctor appointments sometimes when I feel well enough, because then I can talk shop.
Anyway, for those of you who don't want to hear about the life stuff, we will wish you a good afternoon, good morning, good day, whatever it is over there for you. Wish you a very wonderful week full of knitting, crocheting, whatever it is makes your heart happy. Your preparations for Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever it is that you're doing, we wish you a happy everything. And
Merry Christmas, Uncle Ebenezer. Good day, sir.
I said good day.
And happy New Year.
I said good day. Sorry. Yes, it's Scrooge.
But I mean, it is a quote from the original book as well. But the one we are referencing and thinking of is from the musical Scrooge with Albert Finney.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a movie, not just like
Albert Finney and Marley was.
Albert Guinness.
Albert Guinness. Yeah.
I think those are the only big names.
I think you're right.
Everyone else was just. I mean, maybe some of them were big names in Britain.
Oh, they might have been, yeah.
But
for us, they were big names.
For us, those were the only big names.
Alec Guinness is British.
Yes, but I mean, like his big name transferred to America, just you know, some of them are big names in both areas. Some I'm sure are big names in Britain, and they didn't cross over to America for whatever reason.
Right. So anyway, that we're assuming that our blathering they left. We hope they come back next week.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Did you say your thank yous to individual people?
Oh, yes. Thank you to Looney Hiker, Paula, and Wendy, and Kara.
So thank you very much, guys. Now, hopefully everyone who was going to leave has left, because I just want to give a quick update. I didn't put this on PHN. I put this on my personal account, the one that's privated, and on Instagram. Over the weekend, I had significant swelling in my feet. What's medically called 3+ edema. Basically, you put your finger in it and the mark stays deep forever. Not literally forever, but you know.
He's being facetious.
Usually you'll see it with people with heart failure, or sometimes with lymphedema, lymph node problems. Several different kinds of things can cause it. For me, it was most likely, or we are pretty sure, because everything came back fine with testing. It was my theory at the time as well, is just fluid building up from not elevating my feet enough.
And getting enough water.
I'm not really completely sure that the water intake would have had much to do with that. I'm thinking more not putting the feet up enough, the heat from the heater causing vasodilation, and
Can you explain these technical terms? You're just going to throw.
oh, sorry, vasodilation. When there's heat, your blood vessels expand, and just that can increase swelling. That can increase just like blood flow and different kinds of things to that area. So it doesn't help, especially with someone like me who has issues with my autonomic nervous system, if you've got your legs in a dependent position hanging downward. I don't have the ability for the body to be like, oh, I should continue circulating like a normal person would.
She can't sit with her legs hanging down. They have to be up.
Yeah.
And they can't be near the heat, because then her stuff expands and it goes down farther.
Correct. Think about when you hurt an area and you have swelling. You put ice on it and not heat, because you don't want to make the swelling worse. So you're going to cause vasoconstriction.
Which I'm assuming has something to do with vascular.
Just like we were talking before, the heat causes the blood vessels to expand. Vasoconstriction, blood vessels get smaller. That's why if people have cold hands or whatever, if you're trying to get like a...
Well, your ring comes off easier.
Well, if your ring comes off easier, or if someone's trying to get a blood draw and the only area they can get is like in the hand, they'll try to... We've had points where we put hand warmers, or like warmers on there to try to get that area warmer so the blood vessels will pop.
Right. Doesn't do anything if they roll.
No, but at least you'll have... It won't be itty bitty.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the issue. I also found some compression stockings, and I'm just going to, again, that sort of just helps move things along. That's why people who tend to get blood clots wear them. So yeah, it's an easily manageable problem. It looked freaky because I've seen them on this kind of swelling on patients for years, usually with my heart failure patients. So it was a bit disconcerting. It's painful when it happens. Didn't know that.
That makes sense.
It makes sense. You just never think about it. And also, the top of your foot feels numb, which I guess makes sense. You got all fluid up there.
Well, your nerves are being pushed.
Well, it wasn't painful until I was walking with the compression.
I'm not talking about the pain. I'm talking about the actual numbness to the point where
Yeah, I mean, it's not. There's no nerves in that top area, really.
No, but if your blood's constricted, you're gonna go numb.
Yeah, but it wasn't constricted. It was dilated.
No, but my point is that you have that swelling. It's pushing.
Yeah. But it was interesting. It's fine now. I'm wearing the compression stockings, trying to keep elevated. Other problem was I was tending to sleep sitting up. It's more comfortable for me, but it's not so good because your legs do slip down. So I'm trying to at least spend a few hours in bed at night.
Yeah, I would come in. She's always in her chair.
It's the most comfortable way for me to sleep. But anyway.
Apparently not, though.
Well, it's comfortable for me personally.
Until it's not.
It's not comfortable when I get swelling, but this is the first time that's ever happened. To that extent, anyway.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a little bit of swelling every once in a while.
That's why they have the thing for planes, the airplanes.
Oh, there's many reasons I can't do airplanes.
No, I'm talking about people.
Yeah, no, well, that's one of the things they mentioned. They mentioned when you pick up compression stockings, nurses, flights, mothers, like pregnant women.
Yep.
Those are the top ones that blood clots, of course. Those are usually the top ones that they mention when they advertise them. Ratings don't tend to be high for compression stockings online. I think a lot of people miss the point of them, that they are supposed to be tight. They're not. Once you get used to them, they're fine, but they're not going to be comfortable at first, especially if you're starting with a stronger constriction. One person was complaining in the comments that there was no ribbing, and I think she missed the point of the compression stockings, because ribbing is going to stretch and not compress. So that's why you really can't trust the ratings completely on Amazon, because there's plenty of people who just like, this is uncomfortable, bad rating. Compression stockings are uncomfortable. They're hard to get on. That's the nature of the beast.
I still remember Father Tom complaining about the compression stockings.
Oh, no one loves them.
Yeah.
But
he needed help getting them on because he was an older gentleman.
Oh, I used to put them on patients. It was a pain in the neck. But yeah, so it's funny because you'll see people complaining they're hard to put on, they're tight, and like, yeah, that's what they are.
That's why they're called compression.
That's why they're called compression stockings. So you can't look at ratings for that. You just have to kind of,
well, I mean,
unless they say something like it's short or something like that. Yeah. But you really,
or they ripped,
or if you have a nurse who's rating it, and they give you a decent rating. But if you have the average person, you have to kind of like take with a grain of salt.
You have to look at what they're rating it for.
Right, but even if they say it's tight, yeah, sometimes it can be tight, but it might be they got the wrong size. Well,
like I said, I'm talking more along the lines of if it ripped or if it was...
Agreed.
You know.
If it ripped, if it's too short, maybe more shorter in the foot area, those kind of things. But a lot of times you really had to be, even more than most things, you had to kind of go, okay, is this rating something that really makes sense, or is this just a lack of understanding of the purpose of this medical, not device because it's not a device, medical garment. So, yes, I have some Christmas ones coming in. So,
are you done?
I am done.
Okay.
I am tired.
Good for you.
I'm sure you're tired too.
I'm going to finish my stitch here. I am caught up and maybe a little further than I was. Yay. I don't want to have the yarn able to tangle in on itself. So I'm trying to get it to the point where it won't do that as much.
Yeah.
So
I get that.
I think I have a couple of stitches. But in the meantime, we don't have a whole lot more to say now.
I am going to, when this is over, presumably after I crash, I will cast on for Mom's socks. And after I get them on the needles, I'll start some of our priest's rosaries.
Yeah.
I have all the stuff already set out. So.
Yep.
Do you think the metal will be better or the wood? I'm thinking of Father Dusterhoff's hands.
Well, you can make them special for each one. They don't all have to be the same.
Yeah, I want to have. Well, maybe onyx. Okay. Onyx is less cold.
I mean,
because I was gonna go stainless steel.
Are they all black?
Well, okay, so I was going to go with the same beads with the stainless steel, and each cord is matching their particular theme.
Yeah.
Because, Father Dusterhoff, he's a St. Michael with the marine, so I have marine colors in there. And then I've matched colors with the idea of what I was going for each of their saints. I'm just trying to think if that'll be too painful for his hands.
I don't know if his hands are an issue or not.
Because I'm not worried about Father Guy. Father Guy will run it off or something. And I don't think anything can hurt Father Tom. He's just like an Energizer bunny. He's just he'll be fine.
It's like Father Dusterhoff was saying about Father Tom today. He was in the confessional. Father Tom was, he's the nice priest. You're in line for the nice priest. So, I've been a priest 33 years, he says. In 33 years more, I'll be a nice priest.
He's Marine. He'll never be a nice priest.
He is an acquired taste, but he's a very good priest.
Yeah.
He really is. He's a very good priest, and he feels very deeply. I think we have wonderful priests.
Yeah,
in our parish.
he does feel things very deeply. But yeah, so he's the only one I'm worried about.
Yeah, I've never seen him have issues with his hands.
It's just everywhere else.
I mean, I've never seen him have issues
Because
with
stainless steel feels so nice and manly, and I was gonna do a nice thick cord for them, so it's just got like a bulk to it, like weapon.
I had the funniest thing of Father Tom going, woo!
I did too.
Oh dear.
Like him being like, weapon.
No, I mean just woo!
Oh, okay. Well, maybe Father Guy would be the one using it as a weapon.
It already is a weapon. You don't have to use it as a weapon. It's already a weapon. Anyway, we digress. We have wonderful priests in our parish, and they're all very distinct.
Yes, they are.
And,
they're very different.
They're just wonderful.
I was gonna go with the 8mm bead, so it's not too heavy, but it's still nice and heavy and manly.
Manly. Father Guy doesn't need to worry about that. He doesn't care. He's very sure of himself.
Yes.
Very, very confident priest. Very good priest.
Mm-hmm. And then Father Tom just doesn't care because he's Father Tom.
He's awesome.
He's Polish.
Yes, and he tells us stories about communist regime when he went to school back there. So
he's funny. He has a Beatles haircut.
White Beatles haircut.
He kind of feels like a hippie.
Oh, but he's wonderful. He's always smiling. Always smiling. He loves children.
You know, I mean, it's probably a big upgrade from communist Poland.
Yeah. Well, we've had, like, Father Justus loves children, and he will, he doesn't care what they're doing.
Father
Justus.
Oh, okay. I've never seen Father Justus around children. I've seen Father Tom.
No, not with him playing with the children. He loves to have the children in mass. He's the one. He constantly says things like, when he was in the Marines, he never had children. You never had this. You never
okay,
that.
I've never heard him say that.
Yeah.
Because I know Father Tom. If there's a child, it's like
everything stops.
Everything stops. There's like, hi, like.
His confession line goes twice as slow, half as fast as the other communion line, because
I'm sure that people cross over when they think that.
Well, sometimes they do. If Father Guy's in the other line, he's like.
Father Guy's very. You can tell that he's a Marine brat.
Yeah, but like I said, we're not making fun of the priests. They are absolutely fabulous. All three of them.
It's just like if you had a TV show where everyone was very distinct. Our priests could be in a TV show because they're all very distinct. You could have like the St. John's Rectory TV show.
Yep.
And I can only imagine what it's like with them all together because they're so different.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're absolutely fabulous. But,
so it was a lot of fun planning their rosaries because I was trying to tailor it to each individual.
Yeah. So we wish you all a very wonderful week, as I said before, full of knitting, crocheting, crafting, whatever makes you happy, getting your Advent stuff done for Christmas, your cookies, your gifts, all that kind of stuff.
I've really enjoyed having my little LED Advent wreath.
So we hope to see you here for the Fun in the Woman Cave next week. This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast episode. I think I said it was 580, and I'm not going to check, so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. 580, and that's a wrap.
Bye.
Bye-bye.